I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about what's going on in Detroit between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Detroit Pistons, where the Bucks are getting blown out yet again. But nonetheless, there's a lot of other things that we need to discuss. First of all, that was a great live last night. Very entertaining. For those of you that didn't catch the live last night, a lot of good commentary, back and forth debating. Please go check that out if you haven't. That last night's live is exactly what this community is about. If you wanted to know why we the best in the business, you can watch last night's live. It was very entertaining. Nonetheless, even more information has come out today. We'll get into the numbers and all that, but I know a lot of y'all, being real, don't even care about this game. Y'all mostly want to talk about Giannis. And then my boy John Horst came out of hiding. Let's keep it real. Hey, friends and family, we forced John Horst out of the bunker. How how much good work are we doing in the community, friends and family? We got John Horst out of hiding. Now the media is talking about everything that we were talking about months ago, the dysfunction in the organization, the disconnect between Doc, Giannis and the organization, all the dysfunction. This is stuff we've been talking about for months. We're ahead of the curve. We're leading the pack on quality Bucks information, friends and family. We are visionaries. We see it before everyone else. Salute to friends and family, Bucks Nation. Channel members, what's up? How are y'all feeling? We almost know without a shadow of a doubt now, there's 100% guarantee that Doc Rivers will no longer be our coach. Praises. Finally, some of the answers that we wanted are coming to fruition. We know for sure now, I want to say pretty much 100%, that Doc Rivers isn't coming back. And it looks like Taylor Jenkins is one of the highest, I guess, coaches on the Bucks list as far as a replacement, with ties to Bud, understanding the organization and things like that. And on the positive side, even if it ends up being Jenkins, I know we were talking yesterday about Sam Cassell, who would be my favorite of Sam Cassell. I know B-Shack like Mark Jackson. I think that's a good candidate. But I still think even if we got Taylor Jenkins, he has a history of winning. You saw what he could do in Memphis with young players. So if we can get the organization to kind of get some type of plan, I do think that Taylor Jenkins would be okay. I do really think he would be okay. We got to understand, we're coming from a perspective, friends and family. I don't think we should be too crazy on these coaches because it can only be up from Doc Rivers. Friends and family, we've been blown out damn near 40 games this year. That's crazy. So I don't know if we should be complaining too much about a future coach because whoever it's going to be is going to be better than the situation and the chaos that we're dealing with right now. Somebody said it in chat. I don't know if it was Robin or somebody in the super chat. This whole situation and organization is chaotic. It's toxic. Everything is going wrong right now in this organization. We got to start righting this ship by getting a coach. That's going to be a first step in the right direction of the healing process. Then we need to understand the predicament with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is he staying? If he's staying, let's go ahead and get that extension signed so then it lets other players know. Because we got to understand, if Giannis isn't going to re-sign and things like that, it's going to make, as far as decisions with other players, a lot different. Because why would they stay here if Giannis isn't here? We got to take that in consideration as well. And a lot of our players are on one-year player options. So that's why I've been saying, like, I know he can't sign until October. I know that. But maybe some form of verbal agreement so that way that we can try to retain some of the talent we have and they just don't bounce or jump ship due to not knowing Giannis' status. We got to take that in consideration as well. It's just, I can't believe how much the media is talking about the Milwaukee Bucks right now. Whenever we was winning and we was doing good, they weren't talking about it. As soon as it's just quagmire after quagmire, we all over the news. All over the news with information that friends and family already knew. I do want to talk about John Horst's interview and statement. John Horst speaks out for the first time in a long time. Like I said, friends and family forced him out of the bunker. But let me get this straight. So in this interview, he said that we built this team for offense. We hoped the defense would be good enough. He's blaming injuries on KPJ being out 20 games and Giannis in and out. He also says the system was already installed and working early. I'm not sure if Horst is really understanding what's going on by thinking that that was the only issue, that it was injuries. That's a little wild to me. I feel he's not coherent of actually the situation. I'm not trying to disrespect the Dre West. I see what you wrote, fam. I'm trying to be tasteful. I just feel there's a disconnect between what's actually going on and what John Horst is saying. Because if you listen to John Horst's interview, he made it seem like the only issue was injuries. If you think that was the only issue, you do need to get up. We do need to get John Horst out of here because that's crazy. If you think that was the only issue, and system, and then saying a system was installed. We saw no system. That's the problem. If we had a system, we wouldn't have been this bad. There's no way you have a system to get blown out by 30 points on a regular basis. That's impossible. I see y'all in the chat. I'm not going to say all that about Horst, but we're all aligned in the same page. That Horst, just by his commentary in that interview, I want him gone. I want him gone. He doesn't get it. And that's no disrespect. Sometimes people are disconnected. I just feel Horst is disconnected. We got to get him out of here along with Doc. I was thinking maybe before his interview, like, maybe we just need a coach and then we can get it together. No, we need to get Horst out of here. We need a full reset as far as in the hierarchy of the organization, as far as decision makers outside of owners. Obviously, you can't trade or fire owners. But I do think we definitely need to move on in tandem with Doc Rivers needs to be gone along with Horst. Horst doesn't get it. Bro, Jeff, right? Right. Horst giving Doc a little praise was crazy. Facts. Damn, he said, Dre West said, I'm telling y'all, once Peter Fagan left, Giannis' support left, he gone. We're going to see. But that's what I'm saying. We have so many variables involved with this franchise's future. It's crazy. If we trade Giannis, do we include our lottery pick? Like, what is going on? There's so many unknowns with this team. But on the positive, we have all the opportunity in the world to rebuild, retool, and get that process started a lot faster if we can get more picks in this year's draft. So I want that to be taken into consideration. I'm not kicking Giannis out the door. I'm not asking him to leave. Nothing like that. But if we're gonna make that move, we need to make that move sooner than later in order to see if we can try to acquire even more draft picks or draft capital in this draft, due to how crazy this draft is. But now, like I said, after seeing that interview from Horst, get him out of here. Some of the stuff he was saying is crazy. He might need to low-key be drug tested. That was crazy, some of the stuff he was saying. And I do understand that the Bucks did suffer through injuries, but we weren't winning healthy. We just weren't a good basketball team this year. You can make the excuses for injuries. We were losing when Giannis was playing. We were losing when Giannis wasn't playing. We just were bad this year. And it comes down to coaching, period. That's it. And I wish that some people would just say the truth. Just say what it is. Quit making all these excuses. Other teams are dealing with injuries just fine. The Celtics with second best player was out. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Come on now. This is crazy. The Bucks are down. Man, look at these numbers. Man, we'll get into the numbers when these game is over. This is insane. This is absolute. The Bucks are down 102 to 130, friends and family. I also want to say today, a lot of y'all was saying it in the comment section, and I don't want to say Ryan Rollins was playing scared today, but he wasn't playing with the same aggression and zeal that he normally plays with. But we do have to understand that Detroit is a physical team. They have big, powerful guards that play real hard defense. So maybe that threw Ryan Rollins off a little bit. We got to give him time. This is his first year getting real tick and figuring it out. I do think next year, with the right coach in the offseason and the right tools implemented, that Ryan Rollins is going to be just fine. Don't y'all worry about Ryan Rollins. Even him struggling, he got 23. He got 23. I mean, come on, y'all. I feel like y'all a little bit too hard on Ryan Rollins. I really do feel like y'all a little bit too hard on Ryan Rollins. He's doing really good to me considering the predicament he's put in. He has no coach. He has no development. And he getting it in. Like, come on now. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Robert Brooks. There might be some truth to that, bro. There definitely might be some truth to that. We are a terrible basketball team. It just is what it is. We had a bad year. Hold on, Bucks Nation. Let's just have a discussion, right? We have to be appreciative of the run that we've been on, friends and family. We had a 9-year run of consistently getting into the playoffs, and we squeaked in, and we were able to squeak in a championship. I think we do need to be appreciative. Maybe if it could have been prolonged, if different decisions would have been made, all this and that. That's water under the bridge. Nonetheless, this team over the last decade has been dominant for the most part, and we do have a championship to show for it. I just think we need to get right back on that track of establishing culture in the Bucks organization to bring back those winning ways. We're not far off, friends and family. I continue to say that our team isn't trash, and we have enough assets where we could do a flip. I think now Kuzma's raised his value to a point where other teams are interested in Kuzma. Bobby Portis has raised his value to a point. I think people are interested in Bobby Portis. I think we have movable assets. AJ Green, on the strength of his shooting, I think teams would want him. So we have some assets that we can move that I do think can help this team if they're moved properly, and especially with the amount of capital that would be going on. You got 10 million a year with AJ Green. You got about 22 with Kuzma, 15 with Bobby Portis. We could get back some players that could actually help us and kind of revitalize this team. We're not far off, and I also do want to commend John Horst. I do feel like in his interview that he feels very strongly about KPJ and how important he is to this team. So I do feel like that we will extend Kevin Porter Jr. in the offseason like a long-term contract, and I think he deserves it. Am I a little worried about his injury history? Absolutely. Absolutely. And now the recent knee injury and the core injury he had earlier this year. But I do think that it was just an off year. And I am hoping that he can rehab in the off season and really have a strong off season rehab, clean up that knee that's been bothering him now. And I think he'll have a strong upcoming year for the Milwaukee Bucks. I just like the Horst thinks of KPJ that highly because we have all been concerned with things that have happened in KPJ's past. Even with all his talent, would that steer a team away from signing him to a long-term deal? And I do feel like the Bucks will be signing KPJ to a long-term deal, and I think he's worth it. I think he brings a lot of good to the table for this team and some stability at the guard position, along with Ryan Rollins. That's my personal. But damn, the Bucks is down 30 again. Yo, this is getting out of hand with these 30-point losses. Hey, do y'all even understand how hard it is to lose by 30? You have to damn near try to lose by 30. Like, this is crazy to me, losing by 30. What is going on? Just awful out here. Let me see you in the building. Then we get into these numbers and open up the lines. I'll tap y'all in a minute. Hey, LOL, what's good? Robert Brooks, what's good? The homie Daddy Commander active in the chat, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in, Daddy Commander. See the queens of the chat in the building. See Scales in the building. BKC in the building. Robin, what's good, ma'am? Appreciate you tapping in. Janet MOC, what's good? Gibson Nicholas, a.k.a. Barack Bahamas, is in the building. Dre West, my dude, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in. The homie Mac, what's good? Jay Hall, what's good? Greg Delaney, what's good? 4 Pound, I see you. Eli, what's good? Jeff Riley, what's going on, Jeff? Lot to talk about, Jeff. Lot to talk about, Jeff. Salute the homie Jeff Riley. Is that my boy Matt? What up, Matt? Good to see you. Been a little bit. Matt Brown in the building. The childish one, what's good? Appreciate you. Ryan Love, what's good? Appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the building. Helps the channel. Appreciate you. B-Shack, what's good? Appreciate you. Travis, what's good? Mr. Washington, what's good? Clayton, Allen, Milwaukee, what's good? I'll put the link in the chat. We're going to go over these numbers quick, and then we're going to chop it up with friends and family. Y'all know how we do. Put this in here. All right, y'all. Let's get into these numbers. Let me see what did I miss anybody up here. No, I saw my homie Travis, Mr. Hey, Pickle Luke, what's good? All right, I'm making sure I shout out my people. Salute. All right, let's get into these numbers, y'all. These, damn, the Bucks get blown out. It has no effect on me anymore because we get blown out so much. It's crazy. Yet another blowout loss by the Bucks. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me test this. All right. Yet another blowout loss by the Milwaukee Bucks. We got about 23 seconds left. We're in Detroit. Bucks are down 137 to 110. uh, we played solid in the first quarter. The wheels came off in the second quarter, and we just never got our traction back. This is a much better team defensively, offensively. They intimidate you defensively. They have big guards. They have an offense. They have a defense. This is the best team in the East. One of the best teams in the East, and you see why. You see why. It's not hard to figure out. Again, my boy Taurean Prince. I want Taurean Prince re-signed. Come on, y'all. Have y'all Taurean Prince been doing nothing but getting buckets recently? Taurean Prince has been playing very, very well, in my opinion. Shout out Taurean Prince. Another double-digit performance, efficient shooting. Shout out to Taurean Prince. Ousmane Dieng, another solid performance. 17 points, 4-8 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He did have 3 turnovers, but that'll improve over time. Jericho Sims with a triple-double. What are we doing with Jericho Sims? What are we doing with Jericho Sims? The evolution of Jericho Sims is happening before our eyes. This is one of the positives towards the tail end of this season, is that we're starting to see that Jericho Sims has been held back. Free Jericho Sims. He clearly has more game than anyone knew. Than anyone knew. He's getting triple doubles now. He's got handles. He's doing spins. He's clearing the glass. What do we need Miles Turner for when we got Jericho Sims? He's doing everything we want him to do at a fraction of the cost. Miles Turner, respectfully, get your pink slip ready. Let's get him out of here. I don't want to hear about system. Let's just get it. Let's just start over. It ain't working because Jericho Sims didn't need no system, and Jericho Sims is putting in work. Am I correct, friends and family? Did we need a system for Jericho Sims to start hooping and getting double-doubles? No. Why do we need a system for a veteran like Miles Turner? Let's stop making excuses. Let's cut our losses. Let's move that man if we can. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. AJ Green, 13 points. He did all his damage in the first quarter. Then he started hacking, and then it just wasn't right anymore. Then he just got out of rhythm. Ryan Rollins, a little bit of a volume shooter today, but 8 of 19, 1 of 6, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 6 assists, 3 turnovers. I know a lot of y'all were asking him to pass the ball, and I know that we all know that Ryan Rollins has a green light, so he's going to get his shots off, and I think he's being told to do so. So I do want to take his appearance to be greedy with a grain of salt due to the predicament that he's being put in. I just want to say that. But I'm not glazing or nothing like that. I just want to put that in consideration, friends and family. Pete Nance gave us nothing today. One of his worst performances. Alex Antetokounmpo had 5 points. Gary Trent 7, and our boy Cormac Ryan. Hey, AJ Green, no disrespect. We've been rocking with you for a while, but we haven't seen your growth has been stunted, and Cormac Ryan is stunting on you. I think AJ Green needs to get his pink slip. We got Cormac Ryan. We don't need two of the same player, and then one is a bizarro version of the other one. So I think we do need to try to move AJ Green. I'm done. I don't care about the system. No. Just get him out of here. Some people are flourishing without a system. Cormac Ryan just said, get me in the game. I'm going to get you buckets, right? Why can't AJ Green do the same? He's not good enough. Move him. Miles Turner, let's stop making excuses. Maybe he was always weak, and the system in Indiana made him better than what he was. How about that? Did we ever think about that? Maybe the system made him look better than what he was. Because here he clearly can't fend for himself. This is the thing with Miles Turner. You have to give him food. He can't go make or find food by himself. That's the problem. We need players that can do it. And especially seeing what Jericho Sims is doing on a fraction of the deal and giving you everything, passing, rebounding, defense. Like what are we paying Miles Turner $30 million for? Let's try to move him. Maybe you can go to a different team that can put a system that appease him. But it ain't working here. I've seen enough. I don't need a rerun. If we can move him in the offseason, move him. Hey, Bucks Nation. Hey, let's give the Bucks the okay to move Miles Turner. Let's give him the okay. We got to get him out of here. Bucks shot 42%. They shot 53s today, which is crazy. At least they got 28 free throws, which was good to see. And on the positive, only 13 turnovers today, 26 assists, so a 2-to-1 ratio. I'm okay with that, considering how we've been playing with 20 and 22 turnovers. That's a positive in a blowout, that at least we only had 13 turnovers. Now I'll get to the team that ran us out the building. Tobias Harris had 10. Of course, Duncan Robinson going to get off. He had 20. Duren had 21. Kay Cunningham on a return had a double-double. Osar Thompson had 10. Paul Reed, 10. Ronald Hollins, 18. Jesus. 7 people in double figures. They shot almost 60% because the Bucks play absolutely zero defense. 47% from 3 and 90% from the line. Do you know what that is? That's what they call the trifecta in the NBA. 50, 40, 90. That's what we just got pulled on us. A 50, 40, 90. This team, man, if we don't end this and get Doc, Doc should be fired April 13th, period. And I would hope Horst as well. Look at 57 to 42% shooting. I mean, they dominated in every category. They won rebounding, offensive rebounding, blocks. I mean, damn, man. 32 to 2 fast break point, 66. We're just a bad team, friends and family. What are we doing? What are we doing? We look crazy out here in the streets. We look crazy. So, all right, y'all. We done went through the numbers. I'm going to look in the comment section right now. Let's get into this Doc business. Let's get into this Horst business. Let's get into this Giannis business. I'm going to tap y'all in. Let me see who in the green room here. I'm going to tap in the homie Jay Lewis. Tap in. Oh, Jeff Riley. We're going to tap in Jeff Riley here. Jeff. Hold on a second. Jeff. Jay Lewis was good. Hey, Gibson, whenever you come back, I'll tap you in. Just make sure that it's not too loud over there, famo. What up, Jay Lewis? What up, Jeff? We're going to start with Jay Lewis, and then we're going to get to you for all the extra news, Jeff. Go ahead, Jay Lewis. What you think about everything? We forced Horst out of hiding. We forced him out of hiding to do an interview. What do you think about what he said? Yeah.
Did he do an interview?
Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier. He was saying that a lot of the problems we had was due to injuries. The plan or the system was instituted early. It just didn't work. It's almost like he was trying to explain from what we've been going in on them about, and almost using kind of our same verbiage, systems and stuff like that. It was just very interesting to see what he was saying. And then he has confidence in Doc still. He said they built it. They're the architect. The only thing that really went wrong is injuries. They were doing fine early. Like he's aloof to exactly what's going on and what's being seen. That was really disturbing. And for that fact alone, I want him gone because he doesn't get it. We already know Doc is gone now, but for Horst to say some of the stuff he was saying, he really doesn't. He doesn't get what he's seeing. You know what I'm saying? That's concerning. I want him gone.
Well, you know they're going to put the blame on something else. It's besides themselves.
Facts.
That's what Doc does. He's been doing it for years. He's not going to take the blame. And Horst, at this point with Horst, man, I don't even think a word that come out of his mouth matters.
Agreed.
We've been watching this filth all year long. All of a sudden, you want to come out and say something now?
That's the thing. You waited to the end of the year. We've been on your helmet for months, and now you want to come out.
2 games left.
Two games left to say something. Right. You might as well wait until the end of the season at this point. But I think the pressure was too much. I think it was a lot of pressure from the media now, with the media taking on as far as what's going on with the Bucks. I think that forced him to come out of hiding. You know what I'm saying? Now the media is running with narratives. He had to come out and say something. I think he's trying to save his job, low key.
Well, the media is slow at it too.
Mm-hmm.
We've been saying this for months.
Facts. It is
very
Facts.
slow.
Very
slow.
And I also
Like,
like
yeah.
I'm completely on the bandwagon of moving AJ Green too. Like Cormac Ryan is
Oh
so
man,
much better. It's so much better
I
than
told you,
AJ
man.
Green. It's not
Cormac
even
came in
close.
there. Comes in and just
Get
scores
to
right
it
away,
right away,
and
bro.
then
It
he's
ain't
a
no pause.
and then he's effective on defense. He shows he shows some type of movement on D.
Yeah, some lateral movement. I agree. He got some lateral movement. I
Yeah, but
100%
he can
agree.
he can hoop a little bit.
No,
AJ Green, he's a one trick pony like always. Like I've been telling you,
and that's okay
he's
because
just
I think that's a commodity that can be traded. Everybody needs a 3-point shooter. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I think
I'd rather not have AJ Green than have him because we got people that can do that and more of what he does.
what he does. That's what I'm saying. I think his contract isn't crazy at 10 million. I think a team would take that for a 3-point shooting specialist. If they got a system that they could fit him in, he would be fine. He could go to Golden State or something like that.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean
take Pods.
somebody gonna. I don't know who's gonna take that 40 million though.
Right. Hey, Eli, why do we gotta keep one? Why do we gotta keep AJ or Gary Trent? No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have to do anything. Gary Trent could come back for that 1 year. We could cut him or trade him. AJ Green, I think, has a very tradable contract, 4 years, 40 million. That's nothing crazy in today's NBA.
I don't know. It took us a while to get rid of
Pac C,
what's your boy? Yeah,
but Pac C was much older. He
yeah,
was at the end
but
of his
still,
rope. He was at the
still,
end of his rope. Yeah, but it
we
did
couldn't
take
get
some
rid of
time.
him though.
Yeah, fair. But I think that AJ Green has more upside.
Yeah.
Okay, see, AJ might have been signed to trade salary. See, that's what I think. Like his contract isn't crazy. I know it sounds like it for his production, but for a team to
Okay.
take a chance on a 3-point special, I don't think. I don't think it's a big deal. I really think he's immovable. What you think about what's going on, Jeff?
Okay, before I do anything, I have questions for you.
Okay,
Number one, what do you know about Nigeria?
I would prefer not to get into that on the live, sir. I would prefer not to get on. I plead the fifth, but if it's what I think, yes, I understand. Yes, I'm very well versed. I'll just say that. Next question.
Okay, so then you should understand Giannis more than anybody.
Hmm. Oh, I do.
And this is going to what Lori Nichols. I watched the Journal Sentinel podcast today with Lori
Hmm.
Nichols, Jim Ozarski, and Jr. Whatever his name is.
Hmm.
And Lori Nichols said that Giannis is a fighter. He don't quit.
Hmm.
If he leaves this team, that's basically saying that he quit.
Okay.
That's why Giannis always keeps saying he wants to stay with the Bucks and fix the problems.
Did he
He
say
doesn't
that
want
or
to
did
leave.
she say that?
Did he say? That's what I say. Did he say that or she said that?
She said that he told her that in the interview
See
Saturday.
that? Yeah, that's the
That
thing.
he
Like,
said. That he
yeah,
said. She said stuff. Man, I
it
can't.
like.
This is
Oh,
local media,
okay.
not
Uh,
national media.
okay. So you're pretty confident Giannis is staying.
Yes,
Okay.
he's he's upset with the team because he wants to play, and I have a feeling that he will be playing either Friday or Sunday. I have a feeling that's going to
I
happen.
At what? Oh, look, it made my camera cut off
It
saying
may not
something
be.
crazy like
It may
that.
not
That was
be a lot of
crazy. It
minutes.
made my camera cut off. My camera didn't even want to hear that. Come on, man.
hey,
That's
It may
crazy.
not be a lot of minutes, but he will be playing because that will show him that the team is on his side.
Okay, let me ask you this. So let's say he play and blow his Achilles, then what?
They're gonna. Well,
we definitely can't trade him then.
I have a feeling they're gonna tell him don't go all out.
Let's just say he doesn't go all. He tears his Achilles, then what?
That's on the team and him. More of the team.
How would it be the
That's why
team if
he's
he's
not
put?
playing.
That's why he's not playing. That's my point. You have to protect your
Yeah, but they
asset. That's they
right, but
they're gonna. You can't sign someone to an extension that just tore their Achilles, sir. That's not how it works. You
You
become.
can't
I know
trade
that.
anybody
You
either.
can't trade
I know
anybody
that,
either.
but they want to appease him to
And
make
that's what
sure
I'm
that they
saying.
work
He
through
is the
everything.
employee. You have no power. You are the employee. I cut the checks. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's the problem in
Right.
this organization. The inmates are running the asylum. Who does he think he is to tell them what he want to do on their team that they paid for? That's the problem. You don't even got
I
good
agree with you
sense.
on that.
It,
I agree with you on
it's
that.
insane. He's not even thinking clearly. That we're trying to save you from yourself, Giannis. You don't even understand how brittle you are right now. How many times have you had this hammy all year, and you want to come back for some Nike money? Like, come
Remember I
on,
told
man.
you.
No, 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 no,
Remember I
no, no, no.
told you,
It's not for
Amber.
the it's not for the money. It's for him to go out there and play with his brothers.
Again, so he go out there play with his
Eh,
brothers who don't belong in the NBA. He tears Achilles playing with his brothers. Then what?
That's something
That's
they
still
have to
not a.
gonna have to work out. It's not gonna.
It's,
It's I don't want it
Let
to
me ask you
happen,
this:
but
if his brothers are quality NBA players, they should be able to make the roster next year. So he should be able to play with them as much as he want next year if they good enough, right?
man, they better not be on that roster.
Here's the thing with that.
They
As
won't be, and
far as next year,
that's why he want to play with this year because he know they shouldn't be on this team. He know
they
they shouldn't be on this team.
They
John
should not
Horst in
be.
his interview said that most likely the nepotism is going to end. It will
We'll
be
see. We'll see.
there will not be any nepotism next year.
This clown show been going on long enough
Wait,
for a
yeah, I
long
can't
time.
see it like all of a sudden now they gonna stop it. Like I don't see it.
Yeah, because it's still the same structure that we had. So
Because they need to get a system and structure back on this team. And to do that, Giannis
they
is
just
like a, this might be a bad example, but Giannis is equivalent to Giannis to his family is equivalent to Michael Jackson and his family. Everybody depends on Giannis.
I get it. I get it. That's
And
fine.
that's
but
why it was helping it
some
was
of the
making him happy that his brothers were on the team there with him because they mean everything to him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but the difference in the Michael Jackson thing is
Okay, here we got another one.
some of the
So
Jacksons
Clayton
had
said
talent.
he's been out 3 weeks. One game won't hurt. What if it does? Will you be held responsible for Giannis tearing it or blowing out
Right,
his Achilles? Would you be held responsible for that? Would you want to make
right.
that call for your
It only takes
franchise player? It's just like y'all are not
it
even
only takes one
thinking,
game.
bro. It takes one game. It took Halliburton 3 minutes in Game 7 to tear to blow his Achilles. What are y'all thinking about saying one
Yeah,
game? One game definitely can hurt.
yep.
Okay,
That'll be
and
the game. That's crazy.
He's already
Gamma,
been.
remember last year's All-Star game? Giannis came in for 1 minute, the start of the All-Star game, and went out and didn't come back in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping. If he do play, that will happen.
I'm hoping that he just come in street clothes like he's been doing.
If he do come and play, he come in, play for 1 minute, and hit the bench.
How's he gonna go to the Celtics? What are you talking about? Why? G Sosa. Why would he be going to the Celtics? What would the Celtics be giving us for Giannis? Why would they break up a team that's already going to the championship or has a good chance of
Yeah,
going to the finals? Why would they break that up?
yeah.
Come on, man.
They making anything up because of what
Right.
he said about Boston's coach. All that was is to go against Doc. Remember when Doc said that Embiid was the best player he ever coached?
Mm-hmm.
This is Giannis's rebuttal on Doc about that.
Hold on one sec. So Scales, you okay if he plays and then he blow his Achilles or something? Y'all okay with that? I can't do it, man. This is I just can't take the chance. I can't take the chance. I don't see what's the
don't
risk.
see the point.
They
Yeah, I don't
said
see
it
the
basically
point.
it's to smooth. It's the opening door to smooth everything out with him, so that he can
Why
sign
are
that
we
contract.
placating to him?
Why?
What are you talking about? This is
We
the
can't keep pleasing
problem.
this man.
They're looking at the business side of everything, because with Giannis
No,
gone, 5-serve and Milwaukee business, as far as sports goes, is dead.
not necessarily. I don't believe that.
That's
Not
what was said.
that's not.
It would be dead
If
for a
they,
minute, but you gotta recover. You can't keep
yeah,
doing it. This is an
yeah.
abusive relationship. I make you
But
sign who I want to sign. You gonna do what I want to do. If you don't, I'm a pout and I'm a shame you in public. Like what is going on here? Like this is
But
crazy.
they also saying that if Taylor Jenkins is the coach coming in, he's not going to have that going on. He's going to assume full control of the team. Like
okay,
Doc's
I follow you,
supposed to.
Scales. I follow you, and I think a lot of people probably feel that way. Just like whatever, Giannis, do whatever you want. We don't even care anymore.
Well,
and that already shows how the fan base has changed. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't even care anymore.
Yeah, I understand. I'm with you, Scales. I just
whatever you gonna do. Yeah, he run this organization. Oh, let me tap in Gibson real quick.
Well, that's the problem.
And if he thinks if he goes to another team, do he think that he's gonna be able to do the same thing?
Not with a competent coach in the organization. Not with a competent coach or the organization.
My man Dre West said Giannis is gone. All caps. Let it go. It's whatever at this point, to keep it real. It's just whatever. I just want a good coach here. I just want a good coach.
I don't care what happens, man. Just as long as this organization understands that Doc cannot be in that seat next season.
Mm-hmm.
And Horst, he may need to go too.
I think he does. I actually think he does. 100% needs to go.
I'm not sure if he's going to go, because
with Giannis' relationship with the ownership, I have a feeling that Mark Lazary was the person that Giannis was always going to. Never Mark Eden. I mean, West Eden.
I said that yesterday. I told you that it started when Lazary left. That's what I said yesterday. When he left, him and West Edens couldn't get along. That's when the dominoes started falling. That's when you seen Bud go. You see, like Dr. Smith said yesterday, Drew got traded, and they just slowly just started getting rid of these people. Peter Fagan, he still talk with Giannis even though he's gone.
Yes, it's a lot of dysfunction. And somebody, J. Cole, I kind of agree with this. Definitely Aaron Rodgers vibes. I agree. I definitely feel Aaron Rodgers vibes of what's going on with Giannis right now.
It's kind of not the same, because the Packers still got structure.
Yeah, but as far as the relationship between the star player and the organization is fractured.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you can say Aaron Rodgers is that's kind of how Giannis is acting like.
You're right. Yeah.
Like
as far as like
a diva.
Like what's happening, right? Like how he was with the Packers towards the end is kind of how it feels like Giannis is.
Green Bay knows how to handle divas, though.
True.
That's the difference.
True.
You know, you got a problem with us? Okay, we're going to get 2 second-round picks for you. Bye.
And then they said, Laurie Nichols said that Giannis, how he was playing all this year, it was not predicated to how the team was. His whole demeanor was because he was messed up in the head. He was there, but he wasn't there because he missed his family up until Thanksgiving. They were in Greece.
He moved them there.
Right. And
So what wait. Jeff, hold on. Jeff. Let me just understand what you just said. I just need a split second here. You told me that this man that moved his family from here to Greece is upset when he came back that he missed his family. What entirely are you? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. You moved them there. You knew you would miss them when you moved them there. Then you come back and say
That's
you
why
miss them. That's crazy. That's
that's why he
crazy.
brought him back around Thanksgiving.
I,
That's why
I
he brought
think
him
this
back
man.
around Thanksgiving.
No, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with Giannis, but he need to figure it out.
It,
What you just said sound
yeah,
crazy. That
I
just
think he.
sounds
That's
I
crazy.
what
think
that's what
he's
Lori Nichols said that he told her
Hey,
in the
Lori
interview.
Nichols, you need to come on the show. We got questions for you because a lot of this, though, hey, the math ain't mathing. Lori Nichols, we need to
no.
talk to you.
It's
Yeah,
not.
the math ain't mathing. Something,
It's
yeah, I can't comprehend what she's saying right now. I need some time. Hey, my boy,
The whole
hey,
thing,
hey, hold on one
the
second. Gibson Nicholas in the house too. What up, Gibson?
what's
Salute
going
to
on,
Amber,
Dr.
sir.
Howard.
salute to your guest, salute to Jeff Riley. Amber, I am very excited to call in this live to listen to this tremendous broadcast. I was here just taking notes. Well, the thing is, Amber, that I called because last night I couldn't really
Right? Yeah.
call back in the night because of my kids was making a lot of noise. So what I call about Amber is I don't even worry about the Giannis situation. My concern is our Doc Rivers is gone off this team. That's the main concern for me about the Giannis situation. I on that. My situation is Doc Rivers gone tonight? Is
No,
offensive
it's not.
coordinator?
He's gone at the end of the year. He's gone. It's 100%. He's gone.
Okay, that's
Right.
that's all I want to know, Amber. So he's not going to be back. He's not
Right.
going to be head coach and coming into the next season.
Correct.
He ain't gonna be. That's cool. That's exciting. Now, what we are gonna do? What I need you to do, Amber, is we gonna get you, Jeff, Mr. Smith, B Shop, we're gonna get some grill, light them up, get some plates, and everybody, we're going to have a big celebration. We're gonna start a march and we're gonna celebrate that we do not have to deal with this idiot of a coach we got there anymore. Me and Jeff was pulling for this long time, but I was pulling for this more that he is out the door. And with the Giannis situation, Amber, that is a tough. It is a mess.
Mm.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Would need to be cleaned up. First of all, Amber, I want to give my 2 5 cents on this game tonight.
Fact scales.
That that like what you said, Amber. After all these bloats and things like that, it don't really look good. It ain't look good, Amber. It's time for a new coach to be in. And my take is, Mr. Jenkins, welcome to the Milwaukee Bucks. And we know you can. I done announced it, Amber.
I'm not.
I don't
Like I
announce
said,
it.
we can only go up from here. We got to understand. We're literally rock bottom, so we can't get really any lower than we are right now. We can only go up from here. Hold on one second. Let me get the homie Jay Stizzle super chat. Jay Stizzle, what's good? Appreciate the $10 super chat. Time to tear it down and start over again. Giannis is my favorite player, but he has run his course in Milwaukee. New GM, new coach, new players, and a new plan for the future. Woo!
All right. That's
Woo!
what I'm talking about.
Hey,
That's
Jay
what I'm talking
Stizzle,
about.
I think a lot of people is rolling with that ideology right now in the chat. A lot of people blow it up. We got to, hey, Mr. Cool, we was still believing. Mr. Cool said blow it up when it was still snow on the ground. Mr. Cool was talking about blow it up in November. Hey, shout out to
So,
Mr. Cool. We're all on the
so
same
I'm
Yeah.
page, damn near. Go ahead, Gibson.
so, so how I know that our team wasn't really ready for it, because underneath Griffin, we had the second best record
Mm-hmm.
in the East, and then when this idiot take over, we went from the second best record to the voice of the voice team. We just
Mm-hmm.
it's like we just collapsed. Everything just collapsed.
Right.
And he trying to say that it was injuries and things. I'm not buying that. Get him out of here. I'm not buying that. Get him out of here. And you know how I go, Amber. You don't make no sense. I want you gone. I want you out. I want you out of there. So
See, look at
it is
everybody in the
time.
chat. They're done. They're like, it's time for a new era. That's crazy.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy. And the chat, let me know. Y'all just say blow it up. If you want Giannis gone, say blow it up. You want Giannis to say Giannis in the chat, because it seems like it's like damn near half and half in the chat. Damn near half and half. And I love Giannis too. He's done a lot for the city, community, but it's like this situation has become so
It's
toxic
just
now.
I,
I just don't know if it can be repaired. Maybe it can. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Giannis they'll make it work. Kobe and the Lakers got into it a few times and they figured it out. So maybe Giannis can figure it out and get us back to our championship glory. I don't know, but as it looks right now from the outside looking in, I'm not there talking to both parties. It looks like it looked crazy. I don't see how they can come back together after everything that's going down, especially in the public. I just don't. I just don't see it.
I was
but
I was a
ESPN
Giannis
blows
fan
it up
still.
more than what it is.
You said what?
I was still a Giannis
ESPN
fan.
blows it up way more than what it is.
But how did ESPN get the information? Who came to the public?
It's always the way it is. Shams Charania with whatever he gets.
No, what did Giannis brought it to the table, correct? He brought the information to the table about he was healthy and they didn't let him play. He caused some of this as well, correct?
Yeah.
You know how you see how easy it is for him to say something like that, but it's not easy for him to say whether he wants to be here or he wants to go somewhere else. But it's super easy for him to say I want to
when he
play
talks
and get
to
my
the
Nike
local
deal.
media, he does tell them that he wants.
You see what I'm saying? That you talking about this local media stuff. He didn't go to local media about him not playing, did he? He went to national media, correct?
He went to both. He went to both.
Okay, then why didn't he go to both to tell everybody that he gonna stay?
He has done that, but national media still was saying that no, Giannis is gonna leave. Giannis is gonna leave. That's why what he did at the trade deadline.
Yeah, facts, Mr. Washington.
Yeah, he did.
Look at the chat. It's like half and half. Like I just
don't.
Thank you, Dre West. Like, why would you cause your team to get investigated?
Exactly.
You're causing friction doing that. That's not a guy that you do that if you're about your team. That's something you could have handled behind closed doors. You didn't need to bring that to the media. He brings a lot of questionable stuff to the media, and the stuff that we really want him to say, that's what he doesn't bring to the media. Why don't he come to the media on a regular basis? Stop saying what y'all. He could easily. I'm gonna do a press conference. You know how Giannis did, how LeBron did the decision? He could do the same thing. Get all these cameras in here. Y'all stop asking me. I'm staying with the Milwaukee Bucks. Don't ask nothing. Anybody say anything in the media, I'm on your helmet. Period. He could do that easily if he wanted to. If he wanted to give assurances. He does not want to give assurances because he is not sure. Jeff, we are making a lot of assumptions. I'm moving on body language and what I see right here. And what I see right here doesn't look like they're on the same page at all. At all.
Okay, here's the thing. If anybody want to know exactly what he said, just watch the Journal Sentinel report, YouTube report.
Why can't I just watch about why can't we just see it on ESPN?
And so it's the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, their podcast with 3 of their reporters that had contact with Giannis and John Horst.
Giannis is speaking?
No.
That's the point. That's all I'm. If he's not saying
this is what they.
That's what you're saying. But we're saying it's coming third party. But what I'm saying is he didn't need to go through Rachel Nichols or nobody else to tell the media that they were stopping him from playing. He didn't need to go through no third parties. He went directly to the source. He can do that when he wants. Don't let him play you like that. He playing you. I'm telling you. If he can do it for one thing, he can do it for the other. He's choosing not to because he's playing. He's playing. He's trying to play in the gray area. He don't want to overcommit because it keeps his name in the media. And he likes the attention. And the reason he like that, he's been going throughout his career unchecked. He's been able to run amok and do what he wants without any repercussions. No other organization would allow this foolishness. You coming out here and you putting a case on your team and you telling me that he love his team and he putting a case on them? You know what I'm saying? And the media putting a case on us saying that he gonna leave. He ain't coming to defend the team. I'm not leaving, to the media with Stephen A. You know what, Jeff? He could just call Stephen A. Smith. Hey, I want to do an interview. I just want to say real quick that I'm staying with the Bucks. I'm loyal to my family here, and tell them why I love Milwaukee. Could he do that, Jeff?
Yeah, he should have done it.
Then that's it. That's all I'm saying. We don't got to talk no more. That's all I'm saying. He needs to be held responsible for what he's doing and not doing. You can't do it one way this way and then the other way don't do it, because you playing games. He playing in our face right now. That's why the fans are turning on him. He is playing in our face. And I kept telling y'all a year ago, he played too much. I see what's about to happen. I told y'all that he's going to turn heel and he's going to lose a lot of his fans for playing too much. We're here now. Now they don't care if he win, lose, get hurt, nothing, because of the frustration from playing too much. We here. I told y'all what was gonna happen. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. He got infatuated with the attention. He became an attention whore to a certain extent. He became infatuated, just saying things in the media so they'll pay attention. And he even told you he liked the attention, regardless of the impact that it had on the team or the fans. He was saying whatever he needed to say to keep his name circulating. That all needs to be taken into consideration. I just wanted all that to be said, Jeff, for you to really process what's being seen. Not what you hear from somebody else, what's coming from that man. When it's coming from that man, it hit different. When it's coming from him, he telling on the team. When he was telling about his status with the team, it's all of this. He can't be straightforward. So he playing games. He playing games, Jeff. Don't trust nothing. Unless he's saying it, he playing games. Local media's objective is to keep people calm. Oh, yeah, he gonna stay. He gonna stay. He gonna do. Yeah, that's what he said. Then why ain't he saying it? You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to even trust his word.
Right. Yeah, I just don't believe. I hope so, Jeff, that he want to stay and he want to do all that. But I just feel like he's doing way too much for a player to want to kind of stay on this squad, in my opinion. I think it's too many games, Jeff. And I hope you're starting to kind of understand that a person that wants to stay on the team don't play this many games.
A lot of people in the chat getting tired of it, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They fed up. Scales, look at Scales. Scales said he don't even care.
Think about that, Jeff. We got to this point due to playing games. There we go. He bit the hand that fed him. Yeah. Ridiculous.
He sure did. And he didn't let go.
Pickle Luke, Greek figure did not get Griffin fired or Bud, and you guys should not blame him when everyone gets older. What are you saying, Pickle Luke? I'm trying to understand what I'm trying to pick up what you putting down, bro. Elaborate in the chat. Ha! Yeah. Damn, Jay, I'm not gonna go that hard. Queens in the chat.
Here's what I heard about how Griffin got fired.
He's become who he despises the
Brooke
most.
and Bobby and a member of Griffin's coaching staff went to West Edens and complained about Griffin, which is what got Griffin fired.
Yeah, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody mentioned about somebody on the coaching staff.
Interesting.
Somebody on the coaching staff is what put it over the edge.
Well, I could see he probably wasn't getting along with people like that. I could kind of see he was trying to be authoritative and kind of take control. Maybe he came with the wrong approach.
He wasn't a people person.
Yeah, he wasn't a people person. I think that's kind of the issue that occurred.
As a head coach, you kind of got to be both.
Right. You got to be in a gray area as a coach. You definitely got to be in a gray area. Right. Gibson, how you feeling about Giannis? hold on one
The
second,
whole
Jazz. I'm
thing
to
with
get to
Giannis
Gibson real quick.
went astray,
Mm-hmm.
like what was said yesterday, is when Bud was fired and everything was that Giannis was able to do whatever he wanted. Bud kept Giannis in line.
And now he's gone.
I say he looked out for. I say so. Gibson, how you feel about this Giannis thing? We're gonna do more one more round, and I'm gonna tap some people in. But go ahead, Gibson.
Boy, but this situation is a mess. It is called a roller coaster. I call it a roller coaster because some things didn't deserve to be put to the media. It's supposed to be stay private and hidden talk one on one and not to put it out there. You know when you put it out there how the media is going to take it, they're going to run with it and split it up, season it up, put in their words and make it seem that boy, it just is a mess. But it's a lot. It's a lot for the team. But
Mm-hmm.
my biggest issue is that certain things what Giannis are doing, he shouldn't do it. He shouldn't do it. He should just sit back. And if the team said he don't want you to play, okay, fine. I'm not gonna go there to put it on. So I wanted to play and throwing everybody underneath the bus. It is not cool. It is not fair. It is not right. If you love your team, you're not gonna say, "Well, try to get the team investigated." That is, I know that is not right. That is wrong. But Amber, the biggest problem was we bring upon ourselves when we hired the coach. None of those coaches we hired didn't supposed to be there in the first place. Let me just get to the point. Dog didn't business here, and Griffin didn't business there. They rather to bring somewhere else to avoid all of this drama and this mess that we are in right now. I pray that this mess could get cleaned up. And for John Horst, he need to give us come out and give more detail because that press conference what he gave, it didn't even add up. It made a bit
Yeah,
of a
that was some
sense.
foolishness.
He
Yeah,
need to
that
be
was some foolishness.
he need to be gone too. He
Oh
need to
no,
be
that's
able to
what we're
go
saying.
too. I mean,
I want Horace gone after that interview. I'm like, oh no, get him out of here too. I want Horace
yeah.
gone and Doc together. We need to have a completely fresh start from on the hierarchy side. We need to have a
So
complete rebuild. I don't want a new coach and then Horace. Horace has to go also. It has to be tandem.
I agree, Amber, and I have nothing much to say, Amber. I know that other people gotta give their points, but
Right.
I just waiting on Sunday to come on this week to see what is going to be the outcome. We don't
Right.
need this idiot to be around. They need to get him from around this team completely, completely. Don't put him in no front office. He don't need to have no ties with this organization. Go. You said you're retiring. Go, go. It's time for you to move on. Go. You 64 years old. Go. Go be
Right.
with your
Facts.
grandkids or something. Go, go, go. So I'm looking forward, Amber, and I'm watching carefully. If any foolishness I see, I don't like Amber. You know I'm tapping in, and I coming in
I
with the smoke.
appreciate you.
I
Give it
coming
to the
in with
people
the
before
smoke.
you tap out, Gibson.
Peace and love. Salute to your guests and salute to Jeff Riley. Jeff Riley, get ready to bring the Riley. We are going to sign this petition, and we're going to march. We're going to throw a party because we know we getting one idiot out. We are going to remove him. We're going to force him out. Peace to everybody. Salute.
Shout out to Barack. I was Fronte about to tap you in.
All right.
Sorry. Fronte. Fronte, you good? What up, Fronte? So I want to
Yeah,
ask you first before we get started about the Horse interview. How do you feel about what Horse said today?
you know how I feel about Wolf Horse. What can he say? But I need to resign. Like, if he don't say I need to resign, I don't want to hear anything he has to say. Because if it wasn't for
Exactly.
him, we wouldn't be in this situation. I'm gonna tell you right. I believe that he is the person that got us where we're at today. I'm there with it because that was his job to manage all of this. But he got a contract extension. Like Jay Lou said, that means that's the corporate fault because he's a corporate
Right.
guy.
Facts.
So I'm so mad and I'm worried about the Bucks now because if he's the corporate guy, he gets to make the picks for the future and the decisions for the future, we're in trouble. But I was listening and saying we talked about Giannis a lot. Giannis is in the same situation we are. Let's be if we're being honest,
Mhm.
he's flummoxed about the organization too.
Right, yeah, I agree.
And he's so flummoxed that he actually snitching on the organization, which is insane.
Insane, right? That's all I'm
Think
saying.
about.
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm
insane.
Because
saying.
we like, how did we get here from being a champion?
That's what I'm
Giannis is the
saying.
same way. How did we get here from being a champion? Now, Giannis is a part of the problem, but the problem is they listen to Giannis. What good GM listen to Giannis?
You can't say that both ways now. Come on.
No, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
He
you
right.
can.
He right.
Because a good GM is supposed to do their job and let the players do their job. It's really that simple.
But then y'all
Like,
say if we don't listen to what Giannis say, he gonna leave.
I never said that.
No,
I'm not
I
saying you.
said
I'm just saying
that
the
what
majority
makes
of
you think
people.
that Giannis knows about basketball to that extent
Right.
to listen to him. I've always said that. And if you listen to Giannis and made basketball decisions, you're the idiot. That's all I believe. You're the idiot. He has his brother on the team. You listen to him.
He
His
got
brother is
another.
not good enough to be in the NBA. I don't care what nobody says.
Two
And now
brothers.
you got two of them. You're the idiot. Like you. If you my problem with John Horst is he's been listening to Giannis. No good GM. Giannis learned how to play basketball late in life. He isn't
That's
born
facts,
in
Eliza.
America. He hasn't been born in America. He only knows like key names like Allen Iverson and Kevin Durant. He's not a student of the game like that.
right.
Listening to by recruiting players and building teams. So why would you listen to him? To me, that's insane. As a logical person, to be like, I'm gonna listen to you to build a team, even though, look. So John Horst should be fired on that alone. To be honest
I
with
agree.
you. So my thing is like, cause he the one that started the players running amok type of deal. That the players get the coaches fired started with John Horst.
That's true though. That is fair. That's a fair statement. That is a fair statement. Coaches getting fired did start under his regime. That's fair. That's fair, Pronte.
When you had John Hammond knew more about basketball than the players.
And see, that's what Jeff was saying before a couple lives ago. So that's fair.
So,
That's fair, Pronte.
So when you have a GM that listens to players about making basketball decisions, and that's your job,
what are you here for?
What?
And then they go bad, you should be fired because it was your job. Why would you listen to the players for that? So my thing is like, I don't care what Giannis. If Giannis, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely transparent. I knew Giannis was gone when he moved his family up out of here. I already knew he was leaving. Because why would he do that if he wasn't leaving?
Mm-hmm.
That don't make sense. You know, he moved his family up out here because he know he gone and he's retiring in a couple years, probably. You see what I'm saying? Because he's going back to Greece. That's all I can see when you move your family back to Greece.
I agree with that.
So my thing is like he was like, I'm not gonna let y'all endure this transition. I'm just gonna move you to my homeland. You know what I mean? Where I going to reside at for the rest of my life. It's in Greece. He's gonna be in Greece. So he only got about 3 or 4 more years, to be honest with you. Anyway, so he gave Milwaukee a chance. But Milwaukee is listening to him. They're putting all his brothers on the team. You know, the thing that's
they're completely catering to Giannis under also.
The thing that scared me about the Bucks is like Giannis, and then the gap is so far. You see what I'm saying? Like the difference between like the Bulls when Jordan left, they had Scottie Pippen. They were still a championship caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
They still had a system.
They still had a system though.
But they had a superstar.
Sorry, true. Oh, like, you're saying a drop off from Giannis to the next best player is a huge gap.
So far.
That's a good point. But that's why B-Shaq and others have been saying, is KPJ good enough to be your second fiddle? And I feel that we need another 20-point-a-game scorer if you're going to keep KPJ and he's going to be like your top 3. He can't be your second. I do feel the third would be. I think the third would be suitable.
I've been having is like the drop offs from, and I think that's the biggest problem in Giannis, man. That's why we so mad. Even though him and Dame didn't really like work out, he still was mad when Dame left because the drop off is so far.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Dame and him, they can still win games without him playing.
Correct.
With Dame. But without
So that
Giannis,
was Doc's fault that they didn't work out.
Understood,
we know
but
that.
yeah, we're just saying the talent where Dame is cold enough to carry. Yeah,
the
talent
gap. Is far.
Right.
It's really far. It's a huge gap. If we seeing it, that's what we watching today. That's what we watch today. The talent gap. It's just so we talking about Rollins. As good as you think Rollins is right now, that talent gap is huge between Giannis and Rollins. You see what I'm saying? And that's a problem. Giannis is not a student of the game. Like he ain't a student of the game. Like I was trying to. You think Giannis could be a GM in this league? Like, come on now. That's not a.
What up, same old thing? Keep it at 100.
And I maybe B-Shaq being sarcastic, but Giannis is not a student of this game to that extent where role players. You know what I mean? But Giannis is a great player.
I agree.
Like, we know that there's great players can't coach teams for a reason. Great players can't be GMs for a reason.
Mind shift. We're not saying that KPJ isn't a good player, but there's a significant difference between KPJ's talent and Giannis's talent. And then if you say Dame's talent, superstar, versus a star player, the drop off is considerable. You're telling me about one game that he scored 50. We can go over a week span to see Dame going for 40 3 to 4 times in a week, not just once in a season. I'm just saying in a week. The talent level is different.
It's different. The consistency of holding that level of talent is what makes you a superstar. I learned that from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers said the difference between a good player and a superstar is I can do this every game.
Right.
Right.
And then I can give you another level. You see what I'm saying?
Aaron Rodgers used to talk so spicy when he realized how cold
he could do it. Like you said, he could do it every game. He could literally do it every game.
Right.
And that was his normal game. His normal game was somebody's best game.
And that's what he said. He said my off year would be a Pro Bowl year for most players.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. That gap is huge on the Bucks right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why we can't win. That's why we struggling, because the gap is huge. Rollins might give you 20. But it's a turnover filter. It's an ugly 20. It's a struggle 20. You see what I'm saying? Whereas a Giannis or a Dame, that's an easy 20. 20 is a low. That's I had a bad game 20.
Right.
Like that's not a good 20 for me. Rollins, a 20 is a good game for him. That's the gap of the Bucks right now on talent level. And that's the problem I have with the organization. It's like once Middleton got injured, we never figured it out.
Yep. He was kind of our glue guy, though.
He was our leader. Yeah, he was our consistent player.
But he was also a leader, though. He was also a leader. I don't want to disrespect him. He was also a leader.
No, he was a leader. No. Yeah. Middleton was a rare clutch player. Like Middleton, one thing you could count on Middleton is he was a clutch.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I give him the ball before I give LeBron.
Man, hey, the Boston Strangler. Shout out to Chris Middleton. The Boston Strangler.
Like, Middleton didn't in the clutch time. Middleton was money. That's why they called him cash money.
Cash money, right?
Cash.
He was money. He wasn't gonna get scared of the moment. He would either pass to Giannis or hit his jumper. He wouldn't he knew what decision to make. It was always a good decision for him. So my thing is but once Middleton started falling apart,
deteriorating,
we didn't figure it out, and John Horst didn't figure it out. Now we got a huge gap.
And I hope people in the chat are not we're not disrespecting KPJ. We all think KPJ is a great player, but there's a level difference between a star player and a superstar. We just got to be. Even if we look at Denver, right? Let me give you an example. Let's just say we look at Denver, right? If Jokic is out, Murray is good enough to carry that team, and he's shown he's good enough to carry that team. Yeah. You need someone within your airspace. Obviously, nobody's like Jokic is a one of one, but Murray ain't no joke either, though. You got to have somebody that's in the same vicinity. Maybe not as good, but in the same zip code at least to be able to. And I don't think KPJ is not in Giannis's zip code.
No, because you just look
somebody
at
to carry that torch.
Right.
This is KPJ's best season, and it's only 17 points a game. Y'all, like, I hate to tell y'all, that ain't good. That ain't the zip code. You know, that just ain't. That ain't nowhere near close to it. And he's a phenomenal player in the NBA. But Scottie Pippen was a great player.
Great player, right? Oh, he's a great player. Facts.
Scottie Pippen was a great player. He didn't get a lot of props, but he still took him to the finals without Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Like, Kyrie Irving's a great player. Dwayne Wade's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Westbrook was a great player to KD. You know what I mean? Like, this is
he needed second fiddle. Where's his second fiddle?
Where's
his true number 2.
Second fiddle?
Right.
You know, and Dame was there, but
it just didn't work. Right, injuries,
and that. But I think more.
But even if we go back to that project, just to piggyback, let's not forget. Everybody thinks that was a failure. Dame and Giannis had the highest scoring average duo in the NBA. Period.
Yes.
Period.
They just couldn't stay healthy.
They just couldn't stay healthy. But when they played, they were dropping almost 60 a game between two people. 60. Come on, man.
The rest of the team couldn't hold their part of it either.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Amara, we was like, they still not playing their best.
Correct. At that.
And that was what they were dropping 60 a game together and still weren't playing their best.
That's the level. That's the level difference we're saying in talent.
That's a level. It was a level. It was a clear level difference. Now, if they would have been healthy in the playoffs, here's a real, and I honestly believe
it. Shout out to Janet. Go ahead.
But there's 5-3-2-0-6. Okay, I'm with that.
Right.
There's a clear difference in zip code, y'all. We all know that.
That caught him on. He started like, I know that zip code. Go ahead, brother.
Right. I know that, but there's a clear difference in zip codes, y'all. And all I'm saying is, like, if we just saw Dame and Giannis in the playoff healthy, they might have pulled it off, to be honest with you.
In fact,
that's how good they were as individual players.
Right, but they also level up in the playoffs. That's the difference in a superstar as well. Dame's numbers are better in the playoffs than they are in the regular season, and that's 100% fact. That's 100% fact. You know what I'm saying?
They lock into the playoffs a lot tougher than other players.
Agreed.
And then we just never got to see it. And that's it. And that's because Middleton was always injured.
Right. Yeah, facts. Let's not forget that playoff game, Dame had 30 and a half. Back-to-back games. He had 30 and a half back-to-back. That's the difference between a star player and a superstar player. Superstars can get you 30 and a half if you need it.
Yeah, we didn't think, Dame can't do that. That's amazing. That was like a Dame game.
Dame game, right.
That wasn't amazing. That was what Dame can do. And
we do need that.
That's a talent gap on the Bucks. That's the problem with the Bucks. That's always been the problem with the Bucks since that Giannis got mad when they traded Dame, but Giannis is not a GM, so he don't understand it. To me, like, what else was they gonna do when Dame tore his ACL?
Right. Yeah, they didn't have no choice.
They had to do something. It was over, but really, it was over because they should have never got Doc.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, Jeff, let me tap in B-Shack before it gets too late. Jeff, I'm going to tap you out. Appreciate you, Jeff.
Yep.
Hold on, let me tap in B-Shack. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Even with Adrian Griffin, we might have pulled it off, y'all.
Yeah.
That's the interesting part about it. We were wrong. Like, even with Adrian Griffin, we might have pulled it off. Like, I don't care. Like I don't care if Giannis is gone. Y'all.
All right.
We can stop arguing about Giannis. Giannis has been gone. He was gone when he moved his family.
He was gone before the season started.
Damn, Prate, you sound like B-Shack.
He was gone before they traded Dame.
You sound like B-Shack, Prate.
No, I never. See, here's the difference between. I don't blame Giannis for the team being bad.
No, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think B-Shack is either.
Blame Giannis for that. I don't blame Giannis for the team being bad. I think he was gone when I saw him move his family out, because that's the sign.
So when y'all say he's gone, is he being traded? And is he going to be? If y'all saying he's being traded, is it going to be for picks for this year's draft?
It should have been. To me, it should have been. That's why I said make the trade at deadline. I was gonna say make the trade at deadline so you get the number one pick. That was me. But then y'all said, well, we can make a trade at the end of the year and get a number one pick. But I'd rather get the number one pick right now because Giannis been signaling he's not happy since they traded Dame and that Dame experience fell apart. He knew it was over because the talent gap is so far. You can say what you want about KPJ, Ryan Rollins, they just not ready.
They're not.
They're just not ready.
Not with this coach.
That's fair. Hold on 1 second, Pronte. Let me get to B Shaq. Go ahead, B Shaq. What you feel about all this Giannis and Horst business going on right now?
There is so much information to decipher. I don't ever remember so much of a team's personal business being out public. This is like on Laker level. This is like above that.
That's true, actually. That's fair point.
Everyone is talking. Horst, Doc, Giannis, Bobby Portis, everybody.
Bobby Portis.
and I'm looking at these different pieces coming out. Y'all know Giannis is. Y'all gotta understand. He's using the local media. He is using them. First of all, they're gullible. They know. Local media. Do you understand that they cover the team? And when a superstar is on the team, they eat. That means their trips are better. They get to go to more functions. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to understand it. They're tied to Giannis. Mm-hmm. Plus, he wants to get his narrative out. All right? But the problem is there's more than one narrative. And Pronte, don't be too quick to disagree with me tonight, because I think I'm making a lot of sense here. I agree. Giannis actually said in one of the interviews he's done that one of the reasons why he started his family off in Greece because he thought he really might be gone by the deadline. Why would he think he'd be gone by the deadline? Because he told his people, he let the Bucks know. So he didn't want all the stuff going on and his family be around it. So it is legitimate. That's the reason why he started his family off in Greece. And so, but if you look at the piece that talked about what's going on in the locker room, that's real toxic. The players kind of revolting against Doc a little bit. If you look at John Horst's interview, I think the dude is kind of confused.
That's possible.
Because I don't even know why he came out.
He called Doc, gotta look at it really carefully. He called Doc his partner.
Who?
It's like
John Horst or Giannis?
Yeah, John Horst.
No, John Horst. Horst said Doc has been his partner in all of this.
Not surprised.
And do you not see Stephen A. Smith, and y'all I know y'all like to bomb.
Do you know
Stephen
the word he uses? He said they're architects. I was so upset when he used that term. He called them architects.
Yeah. And so Stephen A. asked a question. He asked a question to Shams today, but somebody else interpreted the question thinking Stephen A. didn't know what was going on. No, Stephen A. asked the question because he already knew the answer. And the question he asked was, Doc is saying is out of his control, but we've seen Doc operate in different places. Is Doc more culpable than we really are saying? Letting him know. And Shams basically said Doc Rivers has a lot of power in the moves they make, personnel decisions. And so Horst probably in the organization, and see those owners, man, Doc rolls with dudes on that level. And so in the organization, Horse has probably got
Mm-hmm.
no more power. In fact, he might even have a little bit less than Doc in
Yeah,
this current present situation.
I believe that.
And so all this stuff, this animosity, I heard for the first time today, um, that there's possibly animosity in the locker room toward the Antetokounmpo boys. Cause they're like,
What?
y'all really ain't, y'all really
Well,
not
hold on one
supposed to
second.
be taking
Really,
up a
I didn't
roster
hear that. So
spot.
really, it could be.
I heard
Wow.
that's why
I'm not
they're
surprised.
talking about getting away from this nepotism, because it's causing tension that no one used to talk about up front, but under the surface, when they talk to each other, they're like, I can't believe this dude's on the roster. And come on, we all have played in different, played maybe different team sports.
Mm-hmm.
We know when somebody ain't up to snuff and they on the team because they know somebody.
Right. Or their parents
Yeah.
paid
So
enough money.
there's a lot of things that have contributed to the toxicity in the locker room. But the bottom line is this: Giannis, if Giannis really wanted to stay, he didn't have. He could have just came out and said, I want to be a Buck for life. I just want to
Boom.
win. But we'll
Boom.
work it out. We'll figure out.
Boom.
We have to work. We'll work it out. But when you go and you start off the season, you going with speed, and you putting fills out to the Knicks, and you coming out, you keep saying that I want to win. I want to stay with the Bucks today, but tomorrow my mind can change. And then you go, and then you just go, you just put on your Feds hat and 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 you snitch on your team like this. The
Who
tensions are
cares though?
multiple, they're
Who
multi-layered.
cares
They
about
are
this on this team? Like,
multi-layered.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
care about that though. I
And
honestly,
with all of that, I believe it's still possible for him to stay. With all of
Mm-hmm.
that.
that's
Because
crazy.
I tell you what Rachel Nichols I tell you what she was trying to say. Not Rachel Nichols,
That is
whatever
crazy.
the girl's name is.
Tracy
Yeah.
Nichols.
I tell you what she was trying to say. What she was trying to say was that all this internal stuff doesn't scare Giannis. It doesn't make him feel like it's not too much for him to overcome. He's kind of used to being a conflict resolver, so he can stay in the mess and still work. In other words, he said, just because it's like this now doesn't mean this is enough to chase him off. He will still, if he can see a way that they can win, still stay. It's in other words, it's not beyond repair.
Okay. That's good.
It's not beyond repair, but the Bucks really have to show a real plan that they can win. But apparently, in Horse's eyes, they got a team, a 4 seed team. In
Yeah,
Horse's eyes,
that was
it's
crazy.
just injury.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's what
That's
I
a
was saying
problem.
They-
earlier. That's a problem, bro.
yeah, he don't see no real issue. But one thing I did learn, and I understand there's a gap between Giannis and the next player on the team. Uh, Pronto, you nailed that. But here's what I did find out in the article, that they think really highly of KPJ.
Correct. Yep.
They
Horse
do.
Yep.
said over and over, if Giannis and KPJ were healthy, he never mentioned Rollins, never mentioned Bobby Port, never mentioned nobody else. He said if Giannis and KPJ are two like initiators on the team, were healthy all year long, we're in the playoffs. And so I didn't think they held KPJ in that high of esteem, but
Mm-hmm.
apparently they do.
Oh yeah, that's what I said earlier. I said he'll definitely be re-signed to a long-term contract, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I kind of knew when they set KBJ with Giannis out,
Mm-hmm.
that those were the two keepers. You see what I'm saying? In their mind. In their mind, this season over, but we ain't gonna risk injury to KBJ and Giannis. So we gonna build around KPJ and Giannis. It's what my mind looked at that, but they don't know if they're gonna keep Giannis. Yeah, and that's the problem because they had such a bad experience.
Yeah.
My thing is because Giannis is not as young as KPJ to be with that, and that's the issue. But there's still a gap.
Yeah, even with KPJ. Yeah, even with KPJ.
There's still a gap because KPJ is a 60 game, 55 game player a year. You need a scorer. KPJ, even if he's a point guard, he can give you 17 and 10 probably. You see what I'm saying? Or 20 and 10. But you're gonna need a scorer. So there's a gap.
In his eyes, he's a scorer.
No, but either he's
talking about trying to break Bam's record.
No, he can't do that, but to me, KPJ is not a selfish enough player to do that. Or he'd have been did it.
Agreed.
He'd have been averaging 20 points a game. He'd have been doing it. If he was that selfish, he's just not that selfish. So, because he hasn't averaged 20 points a game yet. So, if he was if he was that selfish, he'd have been.
I think he's averaged 20 with the Rockets 1 year.
Did he?
I think he has. I'll look it up.
I have to look that up.
Well, because
I still think KPJ is a solid player. Let's not get it.
No, KPJ is a good player,
but he's not a superstar. What we're saying, it's a drop off. Like even when LeBron had when he would go out, Anthony Davis was available. Now he got Luka. You have to have your second fiddle. The only time Giannis, he don't have no second fiddle. But before Dame, it was Middleton. That was his second fiddle, a true second fiddle that could get you buckets. I like KPJ, but I think he's a little bit up and down as far as consistency. Maybe that'll be better in the future. But I'm saying somebody that's a bona fide bucket. We need somebody like that.
You wanted to replace Drew Holiday, right?
Right.
KPJ is perfect.
Correct.
But you still need to feel that consistent, hungry scorer. I feel like.
I stand corrected.
Go ahead.
19.2.
Yeah.
19.2, but he's averaged 16, 15, 19, 17 this past year. So yeah, he can be between I think potentially 8. I think his high probably is maybe about 21 points a game.
Correct.
He gets consistent minutes 2022.
Yep, I'm with that. Yeah,
I'm with that. Yeah, with like 8 assists a game. I think he can if he was healthy.
But 22 is Middleton. 22 points a game is Middleton.
But KPJ is more of a distributor to me. Like I think he likes.
Yeah, he is. I agree with that.
He's too unselfish. Middleton will go. Just
go get buckets.
Give me this bucket. Give you work. Give you work. Middleton would just do that. His secondary, he would pass secondary like. He'll play off Giannis. And I think KPJ plays well with Giannis. I always said that KPJ plays well with Giannis. It was Rollins who didn't. And for some reason. Because Rollins is not a good enough passer.
No, he's not.
But Rollins is too small to rely on. I feel like Rollins is like, if you was going to trade somebody, you got to trade Rollins and get a score. A bigger score, because that would have made a lot of sense to me. Because Rollins, his value is really high right now. He's young, and if you
they're talking about him a lot.
If you get a score that's just like, let's say Middleton height, a small forwardish, shooting guardish, then it works. It works perfectly fine. But the Bucks didn't want to do that because they want to build around Rollins for some reason. But that's on John Horst. Then
let me tell you what was foul,
what are you doing?
I'm gonna tell you what was foul. Abe has been focusing on what LeBron said about Memphis, but he threw Milwaukee in there too.
Yeah. Well,
and don't think you got a whole generation of. But listen to me. You got a whole generation of these young players.
Yeah.
LeBron's their Jordan.
Yeah.
And when he puts his mouth on something like that, they be like, well, if the Kingdom want to go there, So why would I want to go there? I just think that's just wild to say. He said that about Cleveland too.
Yeah, LeBron. You know what? But B said
He
you right.
old and
That's why I was. This is the problem with Giannis leaving too. You see what I'm saying? Because the rest of the league does think like that. Only person that don't think like that is Giannis.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. You see what I'm saying? That the Milwaukee market has is the only person that will go through all this BS right and still think about staying is Giannis. Everybody else will.
So y'all live in Milwaukee. Explain to me.
I don't know.
What is it about your city? What is it? What is it? What is it? Is it just the weather? Is it the entertainment or
it's
lack
the
of?
hotel.
What is it? What is it? Y'all tell me.
I'll say entertainment.
Yeah.
But a superstar, millionaire, entertainment. It's definitely the entertainment. It's not good enough for them. Like when you talk about Chicago, Florida, the beaches, Houston, you know what I mean? LA, it's the entertainment.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is,
entertainment. So
the
that's
funny
what
thing,
it is.
the funny thing is Green, Titletown. There's a reason they call Green Bay Titletown. A lot of stars come in and out of there, and ain't nothing to do there, but work.
No.
They got heritage though.
Sorry. I'd rather be in Milwaukee any day than Green Bay.
Right, exactly. But
100% chance. I'd rather. But Green Bay operates like OKC. That's the point.
Exactly.
True.
They draft their stars.
Well, except for the star they traded for last season.
But you gotta have. No.
They didn't draft him though.
Only come when you draft a superstar.
Who's a
like
superstar
we had
they
Brett
drafted?
Favre, then we got Reggie White. We didn't get Reggie White before Brett Favre. We had Aaron Rodgers. Then we got Charles Woodson.
Yeah, we got Jordan Love. When we knew Jordan Love was legit, they were like, okay, we got to get him some people. Now we're gonna get Micah Parsons.
Jordan Love there, I respect his talent.
Yeah, but what superstar do we have now though that brought Micah over there?
Huh?
What superstar do we have now that brought Micah over there though?
Jordan Love.
He's not a superstar though.
Are you crazy?
He's not a superstar yet.
What?
No. Not yet.
Oh, we're gonna have that in another podcast. No. We're not doing that. No, all I'm gonna say this.
He's good.
I'm saying this. I'm just gonna say this. We're gonna get into this in a later podcast. My apologies, friends and family. All I'm gonna say is that man threw less than 9 interceptions in the season, and he threw about 30-some touchdowns. Those are Aaron Rodgers stats. It's just continuing. I'm telling you, Jordan Love is the real deal.
He's not Aaron Rodgers yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
That's a superstar.
If you want to say he's not Aaron Rodgers is the big cup. You take off the big cup, he the little cup right underneath it.
He said superstar.
He borderline. You know how many teams would want to have Jordan Love?
Said he's not there yet.
Okay.
I root for Jordan Love.
It was good enough to get Michael Parsons.
That's
what I'm saying. Right. All right, we got to get back to the Bucks. We gonna come back.
I got some kind of jacked up news.
Hold on 1 second, Pronte. Go ahead, B-Shaq.
It was asked on NBA Today, asked Shams if Doc Rivers is retiring. And he said, not with that $11 million he's going to make. And Shams was the first person that I heard buck against Doc leaving or retiring. But the way Doc is talking, he's out of here.
He's out of here.
So I don't know if they're going to work something out. I don't know if they're going to buy him out. But he would be leaving a lot of money on the table if he retired.
Yeah. That's my only worry, B-Shaq. Like, it's a lot of money to leave to retire. But the way he said I want to spend time with my grandkids, and he was like, you can read into that what you want. Then he's retired. He's retired. That's what he just said. He said, anytime I want to spend time with my grandkids, his grandkids ain't in Milwaukee.
And Horst, let me tell you about Horst. Horst said, we don't know. He basically said, we don't know what the plan is now, but we don't need to know right now. I'm like, what?
That's what I was saying. He was talking all types of riddles and enigmas. Like, what? Get him out of here. That's why I said as soon as I saw that interview, get him out of here. He has no clue what he's saying. And he don't have media training. He too old not to have media training to be up there saying anything. He too old for that. That was crazy. They didn't prep you. They know you don't come on TV like that. They didn't prep you with the questions so you could at least defend yourself. You came out there looking like a damn fool. He looked like a damn fool to me up there saying anything.
I've been telling you, who real fault is this whole debacle? It's actually John Horst. he pushing out his weight league. He's been pushing out his weight league for a long time. It's just getting exposed. Like, that's why they didn't put him in the interview, because he would really be exposed. He don't have a vision for this team. He don't know what he's doing, and that's because if he knew what he was doing, we would never be in this situation. If we would have kept John Hammond, I'm gonna be honest with you, we'd have had talent coming up.
I think B-Shack agree with that. So let me ask y'all this. So Prate has been emphasizing the Horst. Are we gonna hold Horst a lot responsible for what's going on, since he is buying the groceries for the meal?
You heard what he said though. You heard him. You heard the buffoonery. Like, it was buffoonery. Like, what? This is what you thinking? This is what you been thinking? How did we get here?
Horst is difficult because, one, you don't, like I said, you've already heard what I said about the media. The media up there is not, to me, not really aggressive. Mm-hmm. Then Horst got these little, baby boy looks. And he doesn't, since he's not around enough, he's not even around enough to find something that you can just not like. And so it's kind of hard to really kind of have animosity toward him on a personal level. So he's kind of played it in such a way where he's like staying in the cut. But he does need more heat. He does need, but I think he has a lot of capital that he has built up over the years.
J-Lou,
getting the Bucks to the championship. And plus he put about 3 or 4 moves over the years that no one expected. Mm-hmm. Like the Drew Holiday deal. KPJ deal.
Even finding Ryan Rollins. We got to give him credit on that.
I don't know. They lucked up on that one, man. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna give him credit for that one, man. But look. Remember they messed up the boy, remember the kid they were trying to get that eventually went to Atlanta.
AJ Johnson.
The guy,
AJ Johnson.
No, the foreign guy, which they spilled the beans early. Exactly. He butchered that. Because the NBA got involved.
I blame
killed the deal.
You're right. I think he has a cachet, but I think Jay Lewis is right too. Like, he's tight with the owners. He's definitely tight with the owners. I think that's obvious. The most obvious thing is he's tight with the owners, so he can do no wrong. So, and when you tight with the owners can be really, really shitty. Excuse me, my bad, but
that's all good.
Owners can be really, really bad. And we know this as a Bucks fan. Herb Cole was a really bad owner. Like, he knew nothing about basketball at all.
Look at Jimmy Haslam. Look at Jimmy Haslam. Look at Cleveland.
He can know nothing about basketball, and he can ride that wave. A young guy who's like him, can play them dudes and get paid. Because it's about him getting paid too. He got a family too. So my thing is they see it all ways. But yes, he did make some good picks. But the fact that this run is ending like this is because he didn't know what he was doing. And that's all
I don't want to say that he didn't know what he's doing.
He was doing what the owners
wanted him to do and what Giannis wanted him to do.
But he didn't. No. You want to? People give him that scapegoat. How can you give a man whose job is to do that scapegoat? That doesn't make sense to me.
When
it's
you
his job, y'all.
You do what
else does he get paid to do?
He's
You do what
paid to
you
keep
do
Giannis
best,
happy. He's paid to keep Giannis happy.
Yeah,
That's
we all, as fans, we should all just revolt because that's why we here.
and that's what B-Shaq wants. He want to
Lottery is
revolt.
set up the
He
whole
wants the
time by the
media and the
ownership,
people to
but not
stand
by
up for
Giannis,
change.
but by the owners. But it's by the owners.
about the organization. Yes,
the organization has been playing us and Giannis because we both, and that's what it's looking like. Then both us and Giannis is mad, and guess who ain't mad? The organization. So
of course not.
They trying to figure out a way to make some more money because obviously I've been saying they've been using Giannis for money. Giannis built their district.
He
Giannis
did. Brick by brick, he built it. Literally.
The only
And
owner
now
that
he's
wasn't
trading,
pleased. The only
they
owner
don't
that
have
wasn't
no
pleased
plan.
was Lazarus,
Mm-hmm.
and he gone.
The one who was a basketball fan was Lazarus, huh?
Right.
A real
He's the
basketball
only
fan.
one. He was the only one that was upset, and he hurried up and got up out of there.
Because he was the only basketball fan. And that's what happens when you deal with owners. Some of them don't care about basketball. They care about them dollars.
Exactly.
You know? And when you get to those owners, you get the Cleveland Browns, you get Michael Jordan with the Charlotte Hornets, you get that type of decision making. And I think that's what type of decision making we got in the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's what scares me about the Milwaukee post Giannis.
Right.
Once you trade a superstar, it's hard to win in the NBA because it's some really good players. It's some really good players in the NBA, y'all. Like,
it's gonna be interesting. Go ahead.
Can I ask y'all a question? As far as coaches is concerned, how would y'all feel about, because I think it was mentioned today, you need someone to come in with some gravitas that y'all should respect. Mm-hmm. And I hate to put it like this, but you need someone to come in, and their stuff is kind of hanging low. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
Like when they walk, when they step in the room,
you feel the gravity. You feel the gravity of that individual.
But here's the question: do you all think that where the Bucks are at right now, that you can bring in a high-profile, proven college coach?
I'm not against it.
Like the dude from UConn or a Calipari or something like that.
I'm not against it.
Leaving college.
I'm just throwing that out there, man. Sometimes you have those diamonds in the rough out there, man.
Some people even brought up Shaka Smart, the coach for Marquette.
They're not letting him go either.
Yeah, they're not gonna let him go. I'm just saying he's a quality, a local coach for the Marquette University.
He's that respected up there?
Oh yeah. Oh, Shaka Smart. Oh yeah. Marquette wasn't nothing for years until he came back into the fold. Marquette wasn't nothing for years until he came back. Mm-hmm. Or till he became the coach. So I'm not against any college coaches. And a lot of people have been saying in the chat, and I think we should look at this as well. What about a Euro coach or Euro League coach? They definitely have a system on both ends.
And they someone to come here and looks at Giannis as their hero. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We can't win, can we? He said, "Look at y'all," and it'd be the same thing,
that B-Shaq was talking about.
Man, all we need is Giannis to have someone. All we need is for Giannis, someone to come in here, and him and Giannis can talk a language that no one else in the locker room understands.
They talking all types of craziness, right?
Well, that's kind of with Taylor Jenkins because he's already been here with Giannis.
True. That is the positive about Taylor Jenkins. He's already been here. He's from the tree.
That's a negative for me. Because I don't want any friends. I don't want him to bring his friends in to coach the team.
It doesn't matter if they Giannis friends. Just let him be a good coach.
Yeah.
Like get a good.
But he's been
Doc ain't Giannis friend. Doc Giannis and Giannis.
He couldn't control. I don't want no one. He couldn't control Ja.
But
he couldn't control Ja.
He got fired, and he's already been in this filth already. He's been in this filth already. This organization. I don't want
Ja was gun-toting
to come back.
Ja wanted to come off the porch as a millionaire. Shout out to Ja Morant. He wanted to jump off the porch as a millionaire.
John wanted to be a rapper. John wanted to be a whole personality. John
right, yeah. Shout out to John. He
Great.
wanted to come off the porch as a full adult millionaire. Salute. That was a unique situation though with John. That's why I'm gonna say that. He was a crash out. He was a crash out.
John was a crash out.
Yeah. Shout out for his daddy for allowing that type of conduct too. That was crazy. Shout out to Usher for not allowing that conduct. But go ahead.
But would you think would Taylor Jenkins be able to take on what's going on here then?
Yes.
He couldn't take on.
I think so.
Yes, he would. He checked his young players. His young players did exactly what they were supposed to do.
I don't see no problem with it.
Right.
Well, I'm talking about this garbage with the organization.
I think he could come in and rectify some stuff.
I'm not talking about just the young players. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about everything.
Well, I feel like the young players was the problem. Like, they were part of the problem because they need guidance. They need structure. They need control. The whole team needed guidance and structure. That's a part of the problem. I feel like the ownership is stupid, so they don't really know anyway. So they're just gonna let him control the team.
But they're part of the problem, though. Mm-hmm. You just said Horst is part of the problem too.
No, I mean, yes, Horst is a part of the problem because he has no real vision without somebody else telling him what to do. I think B-Shack said it. Doc was controlling Horst.
Correct.
Right.
Budenholzer was telling Horst who to pick for his system. But the problem I had with John Horst is he never had a clue what it should be.
Right.
He relied on everybody else to tell him what to
do. Right. That's fair.
I got news for y'all. Charles Lee interviewed for the Bucks head coach position.
Yeah, he did.
During the team's search to replace Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah. We knew that.
That's when we let get away. That's when we let get away.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a great coach. You see what he's doing with the Hornets?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that he was that good, to be honest. I had no clue. I'm keeping it real. I'm being honest. I had no clue.
They was talking about him when he was a bud. I heard him talk about him. He was gonna be a coach one day, and that's what they kept saying. But the Bucks wanted to move over. This is what I'm saying. Like, John Horst has no clue. Continuity is a golden in any league. Continuity is golden in any league. What happens is you get a young coach under your system, right? They have trees, right? They have coaching trees, like B-Shack pointed out last time. But they modify it and evolve it a little bit to fit what's going on today.
That's fair.
You know, Tyler Jenkins, that he's going to evolve Bud's system. He's been evolving Bud's system, and that to the point that Ja Morant can run it. It don't need to be Giannis running it. It could be a little guy running it. You know, and then you got Chris Lee. That's Bud's system, but now you got LaMelo and
that's fair. The Hornets got talent. Their roster is better than the Bucks. That's fair. That's fair.
All right, I'm about to.
I don't know about that one.
I'm about to go back on something I said before, y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
If you want to bring Jenkins in, then I'm like, why don't we listen? Why don't we just give Darwin Ham a try?
Him too.
Yeah. I said that before. They got on my helmet.
He did a good job with the Lakers. He did a good job.
That's what I said. He didn't do bad with the Lakers.
With all that pressure and dealing with a diva. Yeah.
He was in the conference finals. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Darwin Ham, he wasn't bad.
I'm just scared because he's involved in this filth, man.
Yeah, but the team looked different when he was coaching it.
True.
Definitely looked different. Yeah. Definitely looked like a structured team.
Man, I'm scared of that, man.
You got PTSD.
I think it's low risk, high reward. I think it's low risk, high reward.
Agreed. I said that before about Ham. Y'all got on my helmet. I said that a couple of hours ago about Ham.
I like Ham. Man,
let him bring his own staff in. He's been in the league forever. Let him bring some dudes in.
I think he got an unfair chance with the Lakers, to be honest with you, because he was dealing with LeBron James. Correct. You know, that's a whole different animal. But you got to win a championship or you're not good. in the Lakers with that team.
Correct.
So my thing is he took them to the Western Conference Finals, and they, like what? How can you get cut from that? Like now you're a bad coach because they couldn't win a ring with that. Like, come on now, that don't make sense. you know,
Right.
but I think that Darvin Ham could be a good coach because when the one game where some of the players we thought could play good actually played good was when Darvin Ham was coaching.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no lies detected. That's 100% fact.
it
Like
was a whole different.
the guy we
It was
traded was good when Darvin Ham coached. That spacing was right. He was getting off. The dude that we
Cam
said
Thomas.
Doc hated
Mm-hmm.
that
Cam
got rid
Thomas.
of. He was good with Darvin Ham. He got his buckets and got out of there. You know what I mean? And the spacing was perfect. Everybody was in the right spot when they moved the ball. People were open. They could drive. They kind of looked like the Celtics in many ways, where they just
Bro,
pass,
they
drive,
looked like
pass,
they
kick,
looked
and
like a
everybody
competent
was
team.
open.
Right, they look
But
like a
then
competent team.
They
when
Facts.
looked
Doc
at
when Doc came in, everybody started running into each other again and colliding and it was like, what
yeah.
is this again? Like, and then he set Thomas for the rest of the year. And then he traded him. Like it's always been Doc,
He
y'all.
was uncoachable. He was uncoachable. That's what he said. Right?
He wasn't coaching though. That's the whole problem. That's the whole.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying what he said. That's what I
He
don't.
just didn't like dude. He just didn't
He just
like
didn't
dude.
like dude. He
Yeah,
just didn't like
maybe
dude.
yeah.
maybe his wife winked at him or something. He didn't like it and
Right.
like, hey, get him out of here. Cats do
Yeah.
sucker stuff for less. But we
Yeah.
gonna get
I was
last
just
words. We
saying.
gonna start with you, Jay Lewis.
Well, I mean, like always, man. I appreciate coming on here and
Appreciate you, bro.
discussing Milwaukee Bucks. You know, I enjoy hearing what B Shaq got to say and what Pronte got to say. I mean, this we duke it out. We disagree, we agree, whatever happens.
And then we
I
dap up
appreciate
at
it.
the end, and we dap up at the
Yeah,
end, right? Then
and
we
just
dap
on,
up,
it's just on
right?
to the next one.
Right. Salute. Appreciate you, Jay Lewis. On you, B
Yeah.
Shack. Then we gonna go with Pronte. Hold on, Jay Lewis. Go ahead, B Shack.
Well, I would say this in a support of the Darvin Ham move. When you coach for the Lakers, you understand what real pressure is.
Mm.
So he's been put in the fire, and he coached the what some people feel uh, is the GOAT, not my GOAT,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people feel he coached LeBron James
Mm-hmm.
with the Lakers. So I've always felt like the team uh, received some bad karma after we left, after we got rid of Griffin. In a small way, I feel like it's almost like reversing some of that. If you give Darvin Ham a chance. As far
That's
as the
fair.
Giannis stuff is, as far as the Giannis stuff is concerned, I know there are a lot of people who have a definitive. It's going to go this way. It's going to go that way. This is so convoluted,
Who knows?
and there's so many different factors. I don't know if anyone could really say what's going to happen. Plus, Giannis is so different. The dynamics are so different. His approach coming from another country is so different. His family dynamic is so different. It makes him extremely unpredictable. And this one's really hard to call. I know what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Everything points toward this being a divorce. But I've been around long enough to know that a certain move can be made. Someone can pull a rabbit out of a hat, bring somebody in that no one expected, and all of a sudden there's a whole nother feel of confidence. Things can be turned around, and you never know. It's just one of those things we have to just wait it out and see it through. But right now, what everybody's going to be focused on for the next few days is Giannis going to hit the court uh, by Friday. Friday's the last game, right?
Sunday, the 12th is the last game.
Okay, one of those two.
Yeah.
One of those 2 games.
That's the last home game Friday.
Yeah,
The
he
Friday's last
should.
home.
He
Yeah.
should not play. But if he does play, that means the team has not given up on keeping him. That means they're trying to do. They want to appease him in some way. If he doesn't play, I think it's a telltale sign that they're gonna move him. One, they're protecting the asset, which they have every right to do. Second of all, it will show they had not caved into him. So it might signal a turn that this franchise is no longer under Giannis's control. And it also proved they're willing to take them off because they don't matter no more. So I think
Good
I
point.
think it really is going to tell us a lot. If he does play and they cave into the pressure and let him play, I think it's a matter of it's the abused girlfriend, man, abused wife. She gets slapped in the face, beat up one side, the head down the other, and she keep coming back home, man. And that's what's gonna feel like. That's what's gonna feel like to me.
You had to go there, B.
Right. Shout out to B. Oh, you, Fronte. What's your last word?
I don't know
Fronte?
about that B. I think they're gonna let him play as a farewell way. I always seen this as a farewell party. We know it's time. Let's let your brothers play. Giannis will be back, y'all. He'll be back to retire. You see what I'm saying? Like, why else would you let Alex play and then put him? They're gonna put all 3 of them on the court at the same time, and then let them lead the Bucks. And that's the way I see it.
Maybe they'll let them do it on the last game of the season. Whatever.
And then
You want to go out there,
back
Giannis?
and retire their jersey and do all that
Fourth
stuff.
quarter.
I think all that's all that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Just for the appreciation, because what Giannis meant to this franchise is the reason why we can have this conversation as if the Bucks was a different franchise before Giannis. They weren't. The first was always up and down and not knowing and the same type of management that we see today. Just be honest. Like, so, and then Giannis gave us like 10 years of stability. Let's be honest, of expectations to win. And now it's about to end. And now we're going to go into this abyss where we don't know if we got a coach that's good enough to sustain, but we don't know if we got a GM that's going to stay long enough to, black players and build a team. You know what I mean? Because that's what it was going on before Giannis got here. We either lose a GM or lose a coach. And we're going to go into that. But before we go into this, I think the Bucks are going to do the right thing and let them play. Let his brothers play and send him out as a legend of the Bucks. Then he'll be back to retire. But the thing I worry about is what Jay Lewis talks about. Is the management really invested in Milwaukee? And that's what I worry about. And that's what I've been worrying about when we say let Giannis go, because there's a talent gap that doesn't say that they are invested in Milwaukee. Because
Ron,
where
to
are
ask
you
you a
going
question?
to win from against the talent in the NBA?
Can I ask you one question real quick?
Bishop.
Let's say Giannis does not strain a calf if he plays. He does not pop his Achilles. Let's just say he goes up for a rebound and comes down on someone's ankle and limps off the court. It may be a minor ankle sprain, but the Bucks' reputation around the league, they will look so stupid and so. If anything goes wrong, it will be a public relations disaster.
You can say that, but we already there. So
yeah, we already look stupid.
We already there, B-Chat. We already looking crazy.
Yeah.
That's valid. That's actually valid. I see what you're saying, B-Chat. We already look like clowns, to be honest.
We already look like clowns, so we can't look like even more.
We can't look any worse.
You can't be more of a clown.
We just look like the same clown. So
we might as well finish the show and just let it all hang out. Just hey, whatever.
No, we wouldn't look like a clown. Giannis would look like a clown too.
Right.
So we all look like a clown. So so we already there. So
well, I bet you the media. I bet you're going to see more media on that last Bucks game just to see if he's.
Yeah,
if they give any indication that Giannis will be playing, if they give advance notice, oh, you might see a packed house.
I mean, if the Bucks see the thing, this is what I like about the Bucks, and I think B-Shaq, you also say this. Have a real conversation with Giannis and say, look, if you gone, we're gonna do this. If you're not gone, we're gonna do this. And this is it right here. Because what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point of playing around? And I think that the Bucks organization holds a lot of weight in playing around too, because they're acting real passive. In a way. Just be straight up and be with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and they try, if you don't sign an extension over the season, we're gonna trade him. No, forget that. Like, are you gonna sign a season so we can give you your farewell tour and we can move on and we can trade you so we get a good draft pick? Or not. Like, we don't need to play this game. We can't build a good team. We can't guarantee you a good team because the Bucks can't do that. Stop pretending. They need to stop pretending that they can't. And I don't like that they pretend that they can all of a sudden go into a championship team overnight. That's not how championship teams are built.
Yeah.
And we all know that. So if that's what he's looking for, then trade him. And say, okay, we can't build a good championship team. What you going to do? And if the question is you want to trade, we're going to trade you. So we're going to play you. Don't get injured because that's on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're going to play you with all your brothers and we're going to have a farewell tour for you and we're going to move on. That's the grown-up man part that the Bucks and Giannis aren't doing that's frustrating the fans.
Right.
So my thing is, like, we're going to see what they do.
Right.
But I think they're going to keep playing this stupid little game that frustrates everybody. But I feel like if they do it that way, it's all respect. But Giannis is gone either way.
Definitely
and I know, I feel like he was gone.
I think if he gets hurt, they shouldn't offer him the full max. Don't offer him the full max.
Well, if he gets hurt, they're gonna trade him.
Trade him anyway.
But there's still a question with his age and what are the Bucks obligated to just max out? Just give him $200 million instead of $250.
Then he's really leaving.
Then he's really leaving. He wants the max. He wants all his monies.
He wants money.
He wants his money.
You see how he was acting? You see how he acting with that Nike quote?
Right.
But he ain't that old, B-Shaq. To be honest with you. So if Dame get $50 million a year, why can't Giannis?
Right.
Dame is older than Giannis.
He's old. That he built it. Let him have it.
He can get $50 million from somebody else.
Yeah.
If
Dame's game is not going built on running down the middle of the court and
dunking. Dame ain't won as much as Giannis though.
True.
Like, what are we talking about? It ain't the same. It don't matter what his game is. It's about winning the championship. They ain't got $50 million. Giannis gonna get $50 million. Hey, what's his name? Zach LaVine got $50 million.
True.
No, this ain't about that. Like,
yeah, true.
That money, the money's
Michael Porter Jr. got 200 and some million. Michael Porter Jr. He got to get his money, B-Shaq. We gonna see. We playing the Nets though Friday. We playing the Nets though Friday.
Like that.
But that Sunday game is gonna be special. I think one way or the other, that live is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be. I know.
I'd be playing hardball. If I was the NBA owner, I'd be playing hardball, man.
You be on that helmet. You be on that helmet.
They don't have to play hardball because if they trade Giannis, they gonna get it's like selling a house that you know you're gonna sell. Like those people gonna want. Like if they put Giannis up for sale, teams are coming.
They coming this offseason.
Oh, I don't care what you talking about. They came for Trae Young. They coming for Giannis. Right. Like, they coming for Giannis.
Right.
They're coming. The Lakers will come for Giannis. Like LeBron's gone, Here come Giannis.
Man.
They're coming for Giannis. The league is coming for Giannis.
That's the thing right there, the league. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. These next couple games is going to say a lot about this franchise, the heart, where we're going. We going to see y'all. Go ahead.
Let me be the owner and you sitting down doing interviews talking about you going to report us. I'd be like, cut the power, man. Cut the power, man.
You know who's more mad at Giannis than anybody is the NBA. Because they've been wanting to move Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they still, that's the people that's really mad at Giannis. It's the NBA. They've been wanting to move him like they moved Luka to LA.
That's why we under investigation.
Yeah, that's why we under investigation. Right. All right, Sean. Appreciate y'all.
Investigation, yeah.
All right, Jay Lewis, B Shaq, Fronte, another classic. Like, are y'all not entertained? This is funny as hell. All right, y'all. Go on, B Shaq. I'll holler at you shortly. All right, B Shaq. All right, y'all. Oh, I love this stuff, y'all. I really do. I really enjoy it. Win, lose, or draw. You know what's best about this is just hanging out with y'all.
Another classic. Like, are y'all not entertained? This is funny as hell. All right, y'all.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Got people in the background. Hold on. My bad. We had Jay Lewis still in the background. My bad, y'all. I'm like, where that sound coming from? My bad, friends and family. Are you not entertained? Another classic live. Great debate discussing John Horst, Giannis, Bucks future, management. What are we doing right now? A lot of variables and unknowns with the Milwaukee Bucks. We have 2 games left in the season. We have a game Friday and a game Sunday. We're going to see if Giannis plays. It's going to tell us a lot about the organization and maybe plans that they have moving forward. We're going to see what happens. Please get the likes up. We're trying to get to 50 likes. Appreciate y'all. Really entertaining, y'all. Again, the Bucks did get blown out today by the Detroit Pistons, but that's expected. Detroit Pistons are a buzzsaw. We're a bunch of scrubs right now, so that's to be expected. So let's just see what happens, friends and family. I appreciate all y'all tapping in. Let's continue these conversations, and as I continue to emphasize the friends and family, we are making our voices heard, and the Bucks are listening. We done got John Horst out of hiding. They done divulge all the information like the E-files. They done divulge everything we know, almost more than we wanted to know. So be proud of yourselves, friends and family. We doing the good work out here. Let's continue grinding to make sure, like I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna end every live like this. Instead of blaming Horst and all this, let's just fix the problem. We can do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's continue to give good advice to the Bucks, and let's get them back on the right track. You know, if kids can't do it themselves, you got to lead the children. We got to lead the children. The children are the future. Go. What's wrong with me today? This is too much.